This exhibit comes out of a project that started several years ago, and it is deeply related to the experience of men of color in my life, including my son. By the time he became about 12 years old, he began coming home with stories of the police stopping him in our neighborhood, having doors closed on him when he did fundraisers, and so forth. And it was as if a curtain came down and people no longer could see who he was. And so this project really is about that, about lifting that veil, that racial veil that obscures the deeper humanity of Black men in our society.
When she told me about the project some time ago, I was intrigued, given what we've seen with respect to police violence against Black men and Black women. I think the work really speaks to this particular political moment. I really wanted to participate in this because it was a different venue for me to do the kind of work that I've done as a scholar and an activist.
When we look at a person and we try to figure out whether they're approachable or not, whether they're kind, whether they're safe to be with, whether they're inviting and so forth, we typically rely on facial features. So when we look at somebody from the back, we don't have that information. The only information we can draw on then is our own internal prejudgments. Hopefully in that moment when people do look at the photographs from the back, they will begin to become aware of those internal stereotypes. The portraits from the front are meant then to kind of reflect the deeper humanity of the subjects. The work is in many ways is intimately related to my work as an economist, in which I focus on inequality by class, gender, and race. And I really have been moved to explore this differently because economists tend to identify the problem of inequality as related to deficiency. That is, the subordinate group has too little education, lacks a work ethic, a variety of explanations focused on the individual's behavior. But in reality, there's a good deal of institutional discrimination, and in particular, what fuels this that economists are often not well schooled in is stereotypes, our tendency to stereotype people, to make summary judgments about them, lacking information about the individual. For me, this is another way to explore really a deeply important question in our society, one of the most important today, which is inequality.
I think the photographs captured the fear and anxiety around the way in which Black men are projected, but it also captured our humanity and our beauty and our sensitivity at the same time. So, very rarely are those two things able to coexist, at least in this sort of, public domain. And I think the art exhibit beautifully captured it.